Hi, I'm Dr. Tracey Marks, a psychiatrist, and I make mental health education videos. Today, I'm talking about 4 tools that help anxiety that you may not have known impact anxiety the way they do. Number 1 is cleaning up your diet by eliminating processed foods. We've all heard that eating healthy is good for you, but we usually think of eating healthy in terms of weight control and having a healthy heart and body, and not anxiety. There are lots of diets out there: keto, paleo, vegan, Mediterranean, and others. Regardless of which diet you choose to follow, a common theme in all of them is reducing or eliminating processed foods because processed foods cause inflammation, which worsens anxiety. An easy way to target highly processed food is to stop eating anything that comes in a bag or a box. Crackers, chips, granola bars, and other health bars are examples of these kinds of packaged goods. And if you need to eat gluten-free, you can really end up eating a lot of these packaged goods that are free of gluten, but they're loaded with preservatives and other inflammation-producing agents in them. Once you get past the packaged goods, the next step is eliminating added sugar. It seems like everything that tastes good has high fructose corn syrup in it. And that's probably my bias because I have a strong sweet tooth. But we're talking ketchup, barbecue sauce, cold cuts, salad dressing. It's everywhere. And your taste buds get trained to expect this taste. But once you get that sweet taste out of your mouth, you'll be surprised at how sweet and fake these things taste. There are several other things that you could do to modify your diet, but start there. Stop eating packaged goods and reduce or eliminate foods that have high fructose corn syrup. The second tip takes the diet intervention up a level, and that is to narrow your eating window to 6 to 8 hours. I talk about this in my video on intermittent fasting. I used to think of intermittent fasting as starving yourself intermittently, but that's not what this is. Intermittent fasting is about extending the time that your body has to regenerate itself. It's a lot of work for the body to digest food, and when it's working hard like that, it doesn't have time to do the necessary maintenance functions like ridding your body of toxins. Extending your fasting state increases brain-derived neurotrophic factor, which is a chemical involved in nerve cell growth called neurogenesis. And we want growth and pruning of damaged nerves. The way to extend the time that your brain and body have to do this is to narrow the time that you eat anything that contains calories. If you drink a glass of orange juice at 9 p.m., your body sees that drink as food. If you like drinking things in the evenings, sip some herbal tea with no added sugar. Chamomile is a good one for relaxation. Number 3 underutilized tool for anxiety is engaging in mindfulness. Getting into a mindful state is simply focusing on the present moment with all of your senses without judgment. When you're mindful, you separate yourself from the future worries and the pressures around you. An easy way to do that is to spend just 5 minutes focusing on how you're breathing without trying to change your breathing pattern. And this is called breath awareness. Notice how deeply you're breathing. Notice what part of your body moves. When your mind wanders, and it will, don't judge yourself, just bring your thoughts back to your breathing. You may have to refocus several times, and that's okay. The more you do it, the more you'll be able to stay focused. Redirecting your thoughts has the added benefit of training you to have more control over your thoughts. And better control over your thoughts is extremely helpful when you experience racing thoughts or when you can't seem to focus your thoughts because they just feel like they're all over the place. Thought control is a skill that you can develop just like training any other muscle in your body. Being mindful in your everyday activities is another way to work in mindfulness without needing to designate a specific time for it. When you're getting dressed in the morning, instead of planning your day or thinking about something unpleasant that you have to do later, which will probably make you feel tense, use all of your senses to appreciate what you're doing. Notice the texture of your clothes, the temperature, the colors, the sound of zipping or buttoning, etc. Taking time to appreciate all these details of life makes your experiences richer and is calming to the mind. The fourth and last tip is using deep pressure touch to soothe yourself. Touch is very therapeutic, and we see deep pressure touch at play when we swaddle babies to calm them. When they can't seem to settle down, you can wrap them tightly so that they can't move. And it would seem like being held tightly like that would be even more unsettling, but it's not. It's like being back in the confined space of the womb. You can't get back in the womb, and you can't walk around being unable to use your arms and legs, but you can get the same benefit of deep pressure touch by using a weighted blanket. The blanket should be 10% of your body weight, and you can sleep under it or cuddle under it while you're watching television or reading. And there's a lap version that you can use discreetly while sitting at your desk. They even make a vest version for dogs called thunder shirts for them to wear during a thunderstorm. Compression vests are also used to manage sensory overload in autism spectrum disorder. So try some of these things: reducing processed food, limiting your eating window to a 6 to 8 hour window, like 11 a.m. to 7 p.m., just as an example, 5 minutes of mindfulness and or being mindful in your everyday activities, and using a weighted blanket. Watch this video for more on the benefits of intermittent fasting. Thanks for watching. See you next time.